All right, good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the 29 News Digital Desk on this President's Day. Let's start things off with our local headlines. Here we go. A photographer in Charlottesville is honoring the legacy of formerly enslaved people with her latest display at Unity Church. The collection by Cindy Stegmeyer combines old pictures of enslaved people with a modern picture of a black woman, and the purpose is to show respect and honor to those who came before her. A few of the photographers were shot at a few of the photographs were shot at a former slave cabin that once housed 26 people. The photographs are on display through the end of February. If you have a green thumb or maybe want to learn more about gardening, there's an opportunity for you up in Gordonsville. The community garden is asking for more volunteers to help with 16 self-watering beds. You could be trained for free and would help with weeding, planting, and tending. And when it's time to harvest, you can even take some of the fresh produce for yourself. Join the Facebook group Gordonsville VA Community Garden to find out more. A major boost in federal funding for research at the UVA School of Medicine. It's getting an extra $19 million. The dean of the school says this increases the opportunity of researchers finding cures. And the UVA women's basketball team took some time out of its weekend game to honor a former coach here. Debbie Ryan was recognized during halftime. She began working at Virginia as a graduate assistant back in 1975. She went on to bring the team to 3 straight Final Four appearances in the 90s.
Okay, so, you know, a lot of time, in my household, it's the battle of the thermostat.
Oh, yeah.
I like it warmer. The boys in the household like it colder.
Yeah.
And evidently, there is some science behind this. Women often get colder than men.
Yes.
So, and here's why. So typically women are smaller, meaning they have a relatively higher skin surface to volume ratio, causing them to lose heat faster.
Yeah.
So we lose heat faster. We also have less heat generating muscle tissue. So, and as a result, a lower metabolic rate, and so the heat-inducing process in which our bodies burn calories for energy. So it shows that women tend to have a lower skin temperature, especially in our hands and our feet, much more so than men. So it's not that we're crazy.
No.
It's just how we're made.
And the next time your husband tells you to turn down the thermostat, tell him it's science.
It's science. It's not my fault. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, Dominique and I will get into it because she likes it warm.
Oh, okay. No.
Very
I
toasty.
think she likes it hot.
She likes it hot.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not that far.
No, I'm not as extreme as she is.
Yeah.
Because she and I, I've talked to
Yeah.
her about it. Like, she won't even turn the AC on in the summer.
That's way too far.
That's a lot. That's extreme.
Yeah. But you know, I feel like I get more chilly than most people do. So maybe I guess we're both in the middle there.
Yeah, for sure. But it's so funny. I will have the heat way up in the house, and then my boyfriend will come home. He's like, "It's so hot in here," and I said, "Well, I was cold," and he's like, and I said, "Well, you know, it was cold." And he was like, "Well, look at, you're in shorts and a t-shirt, and it's winter. Of course you're going to be cold."
But yeah,
it's comfortable.
When you're at home, you want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't want to be wrapped up and shivering. So.
I do like it cold when I sleep, though.
Yeah, when you're sleeping, it's definitely better.
So I like to turn it down. But anyway, it's a debate, I think, in a lot of households. Okay, so, you know, Albemarle County, they kind of did away with this plastic bags, or at least there's a tax now, and so there's this big push to use reusable. And evidently, this is kind of spreading across the country. So reduce plastic waste by requiring shoppers to bring their own reusable bags, and that's really, you kind of see that a lot in Charlottesville. And in reality, the reality is messy. The plastic bag bans have spread across the nation, but some data suggests that switching to more durable multi-use bags creates a new problem, and in some cases, not less plastic being used. So given how few single-use plastic bags are recycled, just 13%, cutting plastic bag use could have a big environmental impact. So anyway, it's catching on.
Yeah.
You know, it's people are doing it, and it's kind of, you know, a lot more communities are doing this.
It's just mind-boggling how much plastic we go through. I think about that every time I throw something away that's plastic. I'm like, wow, where does all this plastic go?
All the containers.
Yes.
Yes, the empty container. It's unbelievable. I agree.
It's a lot of plastic, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yep.
here's the one thing though: plastic straws, I will defend. I do not like the paper straws.
They are the worst.
Yeah.
They get soft in your
Ugh,
mouth. I'm with you.
nasty.
I don't like I like plastic straws. And then take a look at this. Okay, so this is a man in Nebraska. He won an $81,000 Ford truck, but in the lottery.
Yeah.
And he had forgotten about this lottery ticket from last year, and he had it in his glove compartment. And thank goodness, he happened to see it. It was a scratch off, and that he actually had won a truck.
Yeah, we recently covered a story in Florida where somebody never claimed the prize.
Yeah.
Like millions and millions of dollars.
Right.
Oh, when I enter a lottery, I'm checking the next morning.
Absolutely. I'm the same way. Because
Yeah.
can you imagine, you wonder how many times that is obviously has happened where people forget and they don't claim their prize. And, a lot of times you only have a year.
Yeah.
And can you imagine? And those people just, they never knew. They don't know,
I can't imagine.
No, I can't.
Not knowing.
But I'm with you. I check mine the next day.
The next day.
Yeah.
I'm always left disappointed.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Maybe these are some lucky numbers for you. We've got a high of 51 today for our President's Day, and it looks like we're going to be in the 50s throughout the week with a high of 60 by our Friday. That's our next chance of a few AM showers, a little bit of rain there, and then looks pleasant for the weekend ahead. Again, we've got about 5 days for that forecast to change, but right now looking like a good weekend ahead. That's something to look forward to this week. You guys have a great President's Day, a great Monday out there. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon.